As of late, Amanda Halterman, who plays the role of 1,000-pound sisters, has been dealing with a number of major health difficulties. The previous week, she informed the people who follow her on Instagram that she was now wearing a cardiac monitor. The members of Amanda's healthcare team were concerned about her cardiac health and were attempting to determine the cause of her recurring and persistent health problems. The situation, on the other hand, took a turn for the worst this week. Following a brief absence, the reality star disclosed to her followers that she had experienced a blackout and was taken to the hospital. In order to continue her recuperation and rest, Amanda went back to her house after spending a short time in the hospital. In the days that have passed after Amanda was discharged from the hospital, she is providing additional details of the terrifying ordeal. Numerous individuals are of the opinion that her loving relationship was the most important factor in preventing her death. During the course of this week, Amanda Halterman experienced a serious medical emergency. A confirmation that Amanda Halterman, who plays the role of 1,000-pound sisters, has returned home from the hospital was posted on Instagram yesterday. The terrifying medical issue, which appeared to come out of nowhere, was brought to her attention by her. It was around between 5 and 6 o'clock on Sunday afternoon when I had my children. All 3 of my children were present at my house. The explanation that Amanda provided was that she had ordered pizza and was attempting to clean up when she suddenly passed out. She also mentioned that her boyfriend and children rushed to her aid and took her to the hospital. It is possible that the reality star's boyfriend was able to save her life by acting swiftly. Due to the fact that Amanda is currently recuperating at home, she is becoming more forthcoming about the problem. She posted some selfies from the day of the event on her Instagram account today. While I was looking at the first photo, I felt really lost and puzzled. About 4 hours later, the second picture was taken, and the others were taken the following morning. This is the caption that Amanda used for her most recent Instagram post. #1000elbsisters, #health journey, #weight loss journey at Leonardamore. In the initial image, she gives off the impression of being visibly bewildered and ill. However, after receiving proper medical care, she undergoes a remarkable transformation back into her regular self in front of the eyes of her fans. It was quite evident to everyone's eyes that she was in dire need of hospitalization. It's possible that prompt medical attention could have prevented her death. Your man is so incredible that he was able to convince you to go to the hospital. Take a grip of him, you girl. He is a keeper, a follower of Amanda's responded in the comments section of the post. Other admirers of the 1,000-pound sisters have expressed their appreciation and well wishes for Amanda's progression in her rehabilitation. Those that use Instagram wrote, "Praying that they figure out what's wrong and get it fixed as soon as possible. I hope you enjoy a speedy recovery, Amanda. You are in my prayers. I hope you have a rapid recovery and that you are loved. Relax, recuperate, and remember that the most important thing is to take care of yourself." I was wondering if you had been following Amanda's health journey up to this point. Feel free to leave your own comments below. If you want to stay up to date with Amanda Halterman and the other members of the 1,000-pound sisters ensemble, you should make sure to follow the STV show online. A life changed forever. Amanda Halterman, known to 1,000-pound sisters fans for her tough demeanor and strong presence, had been living with the weight of more than just physical burdens. Struggling with her health and body image, Amanda's journey took an unexpected turn when her boyfriend, an unassuming figure in her life, became the person who would ultimately save her life. The story of how Amanda Halterman's boyfriend saved her life isn't one filled with dramatic rescues or moments of grand heroism. Instead, it's a testament to how love, patience, and an unwavering commitment can make a world of difference when someone is at their lowest point. But the journey to that moment was paved with many struggles, some public, some private, and not everyone would have been able to make the sacrifices that Amanda's boyfriend did. This is a tale of redemption, of trust, and of the healing power of relationships, both with others and oneself. A weighty journey. Amanda's battle with weight had been a lifelong struggle, one marked by failed attempts at diets, numerous doctor visits, and many emotionally taxing moments. Her size had been a source of great frustration, not only physically but mentally. Growing up, Amanda had dealt with various forms of emotional distress, leading her to find comfort in food. Unfortunately, this became a cycle of self-sabotage that she was unable to break. When Amanda first met her boyfriend, she was in the midst of a particularly difficult period. She wasn't in the best place mentally or emotionally. Food continued to be her refuge, but she knew deep down that her weight was becoming a serious threat to her health. She had seen family members struggle with similar issues, and in the back of her mind, she feared she might be on the same path. This fear wasn't just about how she looked, but how she felt on a daily basis, tired, out of breath, and often in pain. But everything changed when she met him. Her boyfriend wasn't just a partner. He was someone who, in the most unexpected ways, would offer her something that no doctor or diet could: unconditional support. The relationship that changed her life. At first, Amanda's relationship with her boyfriend was just like any other. There were the early stages of getting to know one another, the excitement of having someone by her side, and the budding hope that perhaps for the first time in years she could trust someone fully. What made this relationship unique, however, was how her boyfriend responded to the struggles she faced, both physical and emotional. Instead of offering judgment, he provided understanding. From the very beginning, he wasn't like the others. He didn't try to push Amanda into losing weight or impose his ideas of beauty onto her. Instead, he became her emotional support. He listened when she vented her frustrations about her weight. He encouraged her to make small changes, not for the sake of appearance, but for her health. More importantly, he did not rush her to change, but simply stood by her as a steady, calming presence in a world that often seemed too overwhelming. While others may have questioned her decisions, her boyfriend became her rock. He wasn't afraid to tell her the truth when she needed to hear it, but he also knew when to remain silent and offer a comforting hand. And as Amanda grew to trust him more, their bond only deepened. Health crisis strikes. It wasn't until Amanda reached a breaking point, physically and mentally, that she began to truly understand how dire her situation had become. One evening, she felt an immense pain in her chest. Her body, overloaded and struggling to keep up, had reached a critical stage. Amanda was terrified. Could this be the moment when everything she feared would come true? Was she facing a heart attack, something that had been a constant threat as her weight reached new heights? Her boyfriend was right there by her side. He immediately recognized the signs of a potential emergency. Without hesitation, he called for an ambulance and helped her stay calm as they waited for help to arrive. That night, as Amanda lay in a hospital bed, her boyfriend never left her side. He was her advocate, her emotional anchor in a sea of uncertainty. It turned out to be a severe panic attack, an incredibly scary one, but it was also a wake-up call. Amanda's health, as much as she had been able to ignore it before, could no longer be taken lightly. In that moment, Amanda realized that she had to change, not just for herself, but for the people who cared about her. Fighting together. The health scare was a turning point for Amanda. It was the catalyst she needed to make real, lasting changes in her life. But she didn't have to do it alone. Her boyfriend, who had already proven his devotion in the most terrifying of circumstances, became her greatest ally in her quest to get healthier. Together, they made small, incremental changes to her diet. Her boyfriend helped her plan meals, always focusing on nutritious choices without making her feel restricted. There were moments of temptation, but his encouragement helped Amanda stay focused. More than that, it was his quiet belief in her that gave her the strength to keep going. She was no longer just trying to lose weight for herself, she was doing it for him, for the future they were building together. Her boyfriend also helped her incorporate exercise into her routine. It wasn't about intense workouts or punishing herself. It was about finding joy in movement again. They took long walks together, starting small but gradually increasing the distance as Amanda's strength grew. At first, it was difficult, and there were days when Amanda didn't want to continue. But her boyfriend was always there, motivating her without pushing too hard, always celebrating the small victories along the way. Love as the ultimate lifesaver. As Amanda continued her journey to better health, her relationship with her boyfriend evolved even further. They weren't just partners in a romantic sense. They were teammates, navigating the complexities of life together. Amanda had learned that it wasn't just about her weight, it was about her overall well-being, her mental health, and the strength to keep going even when the road got tough. Her boyfriend wasn't just there for the easy moments. He was present during the hard ones, the nights when Amanda wanted to give up, the days when her progress felt too slow, and the inevitable setbacks that come with trying to make meaningful change. Through it all, he remained steadfast, reminding her that every step forward, no matter how small, was a victory. In the end, it was his love, patience, and unwavering support that made all the difference. Amanda learned that sometimes the person who saves you isn't someone with the perfect solutions or grand gestures. Sometimes it's simply someone who refuses to give up on you even when you're ready to give up on yourself. And for Amanda Halterman, that person was her boyfriend, the one who saved her life, not with dramatic actions, but with love, consistency, and belief in her when she couldn't believe in herself. A story of hope and transformation. Today, Amanda's life is still a work in progress. Her relationship with her boyfriend continues to thrive as they both work together to create a healthier, happier future. Amanda's story is a testament to the power of love and the importance of having a supportive partner in times of hardship. Her boyfriend's role in her journey was more than just a passive presence. It was an active, life-changing force that guided her through the darkest moments and toward the light of transformation. For Amanda, the true miracle wasn't the dramatic change in her body, but the realization that love is the ultimate lifesaver. And in the arms of her boyfriend, she found not only the strength to survive but the courage to live fully.